In my final video of the World Must Know series, I will be covering the final section in the AfriForum report regarding minority rights in South Africa. And this section deals with anti-Western action and conspiracy theories on the behalf of the South African government. A concerning phenomenon is the ruling ANC government's susceptibility to anti-West conspiracy theories, as well as its tendency to support dictators and regimes across the globe known for abusing human rights. In 2018, Joseph Nkosi, South Africa's ambassador to Venezuela, even went as far as to announce that South Africa would provide military support to the Venezuelan government to fend off what he believed was a threatening US invasion. And in his words, I quote, "If it is necessary that we bring our soldiers to fight against the Americans, we will do it. We cannot allow ourselves to be dominated by the American administration," Nkosi said. He further said that, and I quote, "The days of the US dominating the world are numbered." He later retracted his comments and apologized. In 2019, the ANC sent a senior delegation on a solidarity visit to Venezuela's president under siege, Nicolas Maduro. The visit was intended to provide moral support to Maduro amid the crisis that faced the country and himself. South Africa also opposed the US and supported Maduro at the UN Security Council. As a member of the UN Security Council, South Africa participated in the Security Council meeting on the Venezuela crisis in February 2019. Of the 15 members of the Security Council, South Africa was one of only 3 countries that voted against the resolution put forth by the US that called for the recognition of opposition leader Juan Guaido as the interim president of Venezuela, pending new elections. The South African government's stance on Venezuela is not surprising when one considers that it has repeatedly endorsed dictators and human rights abusers, including Muammar Gaddafi, Robert Mugabe, Hugo Chavez, Omar al-Bashir, and even Mao Zedong. Current ANC Secretary General Ace Magashule said that sanctions imposed on Zimbabwe were simply designed to force countries to disagree with the Western powers to toe the line. Magashule said sanctions had been used in Venezuela, Cuba, and Palestine to force these countries to agree with the West. He said that the ANC had always shared the same ideology as these countries and would not allow the use of sanctions because of their political beliefs. During the 2019 xenophobic attacks in South Africa, Magashule said that the proliferation of drugs and the recent violence against foreign nationals in South Africa could be the work of imperialists and colonialists who wanted to create rifts between South Africa and the rest of the continent. He also asserted that third forces were attempting to destabilize South Africa. Gwede Mantashe, former ANC Secretary General, claimed in 2016 that the US was holding secret meetings, seeking to mobilize and plant seeds of anarchy in South Africa, and that the US was plotting a regime change at the US Embassy in South Africa. He later continued, claiming that Western powers turned to the practice of overthrowing political authorities considered inconvenient to Western interests. In 2008, the ANC proposed that Pretorius and Schoeman Street, the 2 streets between which the American Embassy is situated, be renamed to Fidel Castro and Che Guevara Streets, respectively. In February 2019, the governments of the US, Germany, the UK, the Netherlands, and Switzerland wrote to the President of South Africa warning him that the failure to act against corruption would hamper his bid to draw foreign investment to South Africa. The ANC responded by accusing these countries of attempting to influence South Africa's upcoming elections. The letter was described by the ANC as a threat from imperialist forces. The ruling party issued a statement saying that they shall not allow South Africa's constitution and sovereignty to be undermined by these latter-day colonialists, end quote. The US recently threatened to cut funding to South Africa after it emerged that South Africa is among the countries in the United Nations that is most likely to vote against the US. And then finally, in January 2020, members of the ruling ANC and its alliance partners, the South African Communist Party, protested outside the US Embassy in Pretoria, chanting, "One American, one bullet."
One American. One American. The amount of cowards, genocide against the indigenous people of the area where they live in the America. The amount of stories was India,
This video forms part of a larger series of videos on AfriForum's report on minority rights. If you find it interesting, you can go check out the playlist that will be on my channel that has all the other videos as soon as they come up. If you are also interested in the type of content that I make, you can subscribe. And also, this is very important that these types of videos get out there to people that are interested. So you can share this video series, this video, or even the report itself with people that you think are interested or only are keeping an eye on South Africa, because it's very important that this information gets distributed to as many people that might find it interesting or even useful. And then as well, all the links that if you want to check the facts that I named in this video, all the links are in the description, so you can go check it out for yourself in your own free time. Also, if you have any comments on the content of this video, please leave a comment below the video. And as always, thank you for tuning in, and I'll see you on the next one. Have a good one.
And a lot of people fighting back against this nonsense. Conscious Caracol, whoever he or she is one of them.